Me did the chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover aye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Nefesi kakomu Busia for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
What are your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Abeka Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. Minuyaba, with a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Front, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for your yes, also the romantic dinner party. No, so package when you know, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person will be each dime back one. Nasa won't one person would die 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi. Have fun with love.
Everybody check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Push sugar level, for check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa ko sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anase ade bia wo pe bia. So wo koton ko ade a ene bia wo se wutu mu a Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
All right, so another day is here for us to do what we love doing best, and that is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV, where we sit to discuss all the relevant issues in our showbiz industry. The first show of 2023 came to you yesterday, and I know it was a blast. You guys had fun with it. I have been reading comments, I've been reading reactions, and it's so obvious that yeah, the year has started well. I saw someone who commented that he didn't know that he was addicted to Sammy Flex TV until the break. That was when he realized that, oh, really? It was hard like that. Now that you know the burden of knowledge, now that you know, what would you do? So guys, we appreciate you guys for being a part of our success story all the time. My name is Sammy Flex, and on your screens already, Roland Amate is here. Roland Report, also event publicist, and introducing one of the hardest MCs I have met in the history of events. His name is MC Kobe, and today MC Kobe is joining us here for the very first time. And your favorite up-and-coming artist is also here. That is Kojo King. Kojo King is your favorite. Greenville Records signee. His first appearance in 2023 on Sammy Flex TV for information. And Kojo King tells me he wants to be performing at Wendy Shay's event. Kojo, why do you want to perform? Your song is not out, so why do you want to perform? Your song is not out yet. You've not released your song and you want to perform.
I did mash up. Mash up.
No, but your song is not and you want to perform. Me, I don't get it.
I can do mash up now.
Can do mash up for me.
Mash up. Get some songs and mash up.
How? You want to feed on other people's songs?
And mash up.
No.
They won't come.
No, they will come.
perform
They
people
will
who
come.
are-
They will come. No.
Those who are not there.
No,
just-
now you are a pro, so you cannot be doing mashups
I
like
just
that.
want to go and support.
So you can go and support in so many ways, not necessarily performing.
Sure.
Because when I saw that you want to perform, I said, this guy, his song is not out
everybody
yet.
wants me to perform too.
Yeah, I've seen people,
Yeah,
but
people want to.
sometimes people would want you to do something, but if it is not right, you don't force to do it.
Well, so people, they say it's not right, so relax.
My fans.
Relax
Speak to
and
your
wait.
fans. Speak to your fans.
Relax.
My people, okay.
My people, relax.
So Kojo, when should we expect the song? And Richie, if you have Kojo's flyer, I want to do a discussion on Kojo's flyer. The fact that people are talking about it and making allegations that it looks like a gospel art cover. I don't know why they are thinking like that.
Someone even says I look like Nasi.
Nasi.
yeah. It's true.
Is that?
The
Someone. Maybe I'm a son now.
That's
all called Nasi.
Nasi style.
Why? Does it mean you have gospel looks? Is that what it means? Is that what it communicates?
I'm a church boy, you know, so that one there, they wouldn't be mistaken with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a typical church boy. So
Okay.
many people know me from that side.
Okay.
So when they see me coming out with the music, they will think maybe it is gospel.
Okay.
So I wouldn't fault anybody for that.
Okay.
And also, you know, they expect certain looks if you are coming out as a musician, as in when you want to do secular or something. They expect some kind of looks.
Okay.
So maybe from the picture, that is not what they are expecting. They expect to see some maybe in some shades, some swagalicious, something. So it's all good. It's a piece of art. So when people say it, they can interpret it in so many ways. That is good. That is good.
So what is your expectation for the song? I know this is your maiden song and it comes with so much pressure. So yourself, what are you really expecting from your song, especially expectations you have from people after listening to the song?
Okay, so I told you the song talks about consciousness.
It talks about what?
Consciousness. Not conscious.
Okay, consciousness.
Yeah, so the message in there, my goal is that people will listen to it and the message will have a positive impact on them. So that is my expectation.
Okay.
As to whether it becoming a hit song or not, that one will leave it with the people.
Okay.
But within me, the message that I want to put across, I want it to have an impact on the people.
Okay.
If that is done, having people giving me reviews on the message and what it has done for them, I think I'll be satisfied with that.
Okay.
The rest with promotion, we will do our best.
Okay.
But it is the people who will make it a great song. So I'm just expecting that people will love it.
So are you charged up?
Very, very well. Very, very well. Very, very well.
see.
Now, as the day goes by, I'm gradually moving into the realms of the music.
Yeah. Now you are feeling it. You started feeling
Yeah,
it.
I've started feeling the heat. You know, gradually, it is slow. It is calm.
Calm like calm.
Oh.
Anyway, so we are waiting for it. Kojo is still telling us the month of January will never pass without the song coming up. And already we have seen a teaser of the flyer, which is announcing the song, Be Kind. And okay, so this is it for information. To those who have not seen it, Greenville Records, Kojo King, Be Kind, a song produced by DDT. And Kojo tells us it is coming very, very soon. Yeah, but your album, your song cover is nice, as a matter of fact. Yeah, the picture is dope. The designer did so well. Exactly. And you also looked good in it. Yeah, you really look good in it. So now I'm sure there will be more girls coming because they see a fine boy who is about to deliver on a song. But I trust this song too, as a matter of fact. I trust this song, so we are waiting for all the details. But fix a date, We are in January already. Today is 5th, Yeah. So fix a date and let's shoot.
I'll fix. You know, I want them to anticipate. It is January, but we will do a countdown. So from the mid of January to the end.
Okay.
Yes, we will do a countdown. So just they should stay with me.
You want us to finish paying the school fees and
they should follow me.
I like your idea. Let the people finish paying the school fees so that they can now. Yeah, because without paying the school fees, your head will be aching.
Exactly. So it will be slow like that. Then we will do the countdown. Then finally, it won't cross January. That is the promise. It wouldn't cross January. Okay. It is dropping this January.
Okay, no problem. That is the promise Kojo has given us. So guys, start following him on all his socials, because that is when the announcement will also start coming. We are all charged up for this. We are actually expecting this to be a great one. Greenville Records. Shout out to our boss once again, Nashdeen. I know Nashdeen has a new baby, so now he does not sleep at night. Queen everywhere. This is like that everywhere. I've been experiencing this for the past 9 years, so enjoy it. Welcome to the family, and that is how it is. Let me also introduce Kobe. Kobe is an MC, and of course I love his style, energy when he is on the stage doing his thing. But how did your MCing thing start?
Sammy, first of all, good afternoon to your viewers. I think I've had it since from infants.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I went to SHS, I was part of the entertainment committee.
You were part of the entertainment committee?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I attended Odogono Senior High School.
With medical?
No, medical was my senior. Yeah, medical, Family, they were my seniors.
Oh, Family was also at
Family was also at Odogono, and Incredible Ziggy as well.
Hey, sir, then your school has provided some stars. So.
Stars, baby.
No, that's fine.
So we started way back from SHS. I think my teachers were like, Charlie, you can do this, so don't let it slide.
Well, what were you doing that they were able to identify that you could?
It's either when I go to entertainment and the whole, all the time they want us to watch movies. They want us to watch movies. So sometimes we the hard guys, we have to change the routines. We go to the performances. So I'll have to perform like Sakode or Satawale or Stoneboy. And then sometimes I have to host the show for some other people to perform. Oh, okay. So we began from there. Then I realized I have it, so I had to work on it more and polish it. So after SHS, I started hosting a couple of low-key programs, and now by the grace of God, we are here.
You are here. So what would you say has been your biggest show you've hosted so far? What is the biggest show you've hosted so far?
My biggest show I've hosted so far, I did it in 2019 with Foresight TV and former MP for Autusenya, Honorable Judge Anda. We hosted Kwakese.
In his constituency?
Yes, in his constituency, yeah. We hosted Kwakese, Patapa episode, and a couple of them. It was epic. It was very epic. Yeah.
What do you think about MCs and their contribution to events in Ghana?
MCs, we play a vital role. You know, sometimes when I go to programs, the people are like, you tell cow, you do to me like they talk to us anyhow. Yeah. Not everywhere. Some programs,
especially the fans or more organizers.
Not these carnivals, but then when you go to these engagements and weddings, they'll stress you. Here they won't bring it. You need this. They don't. You see, then you'll be going through the stress. Sometimes as an MC, there you have to be there like 2 hours before the program. Then you get to know,
familiarize yourself, get some information.
They won't mind you. These people won't mind you. You will have to go and beg them. Oh, please.
When sometimes they want you to act like you're a magician.
I don't know.
I know what you are talking about. Yes, just go and do the program. Say me. I say you.
My last wedding I did, the person was like, Bossu, I've settled you, so you just do the show with me. I said, how go do the show? You don't give me lineup. You don't give me anything. Who communicate to me whilst you are sitting at and all those things. I don't know when next this will be coming in. I don't know when next who will be coming in. Like sometimes it's stressful. But then what I have to tell Ghanaians is they have to pay attention to we the MCs, because when it comes to shows, MCs, DJs, anymore it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true.
We are the key. You can after your stage, your lighting and everything, you need an MC.
Yeah, that's true.
To coordinate everything.
Are you guys paid well?
We are getting there. We are getting there, small. But my highest gig so far was the one I told you about with Honorable.
Okay. And he wired like how much?
Not less than 2K, 3K there about. Yeah, we did 2 shows within 2 weeks.
Okay.
So let me say I made 5K plus.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
within the 2 weeks.
Yes, we did one at Awutu Senya. And we did one in Breku. The next 2 weeks, it was their festival, so he fixed it in it. Yeah.
Which one is difficult? Maybe doing a club MC, event MC, like wedding MCs or corporate event MC. Which one is more difficult? Carnivals.
Like the Shatawale one. Stressful.
Why is it stressful?
If you're on that gig.
Why is it stressful?
It's stressful because the numbers.
So you have to shout.
You have to shout.
Are you sure?
Shout. Yes.
Is it all the time that MCs have to shout? Because now I think you MCs are shouting too much. Shout out to MC Berima.
That's my brother.
MC Berima do energy. Within 1 hour, his voice is done.
It's gone. Carnival.
Almost every program I've seen MC Berima host, the show doesn't finish with his voice intact. Even when they cry, his voice is gone. Why do you guys think you have to shout and do energy?
I don't know. Maybe it comes with a style.
Are you sure?
You have, yeah, because some MCs, we have a couple of MCs in the country, like Versace, Kojo Manuel. You know his style. For Kojo Manuel, he doesn't shout. He doesn't shout.
And do you know at the moment, I'll vote him as one of the best event MCs in Ghana.
He's the best in Ghana now.
And he doesn't shout.
He doesn't shout. He doesn't shout. I don't know why. It's his style. But then compare him to Versace. You saw what Versace did at the Freedom concert.
Yeah.
The energy. Versace has the energy more than Manuel.
Yeah. That
Manuel is always calm.
So is the energy in the person's voice? That's what you guys are talking about.
The energy, it boosts the patrons, fans, no.
Because see, the energy comes in 2 ways. Some people have that natural voice. When they speak in a mic, you feel, okay, this voice is heavy. It comes naturally. And others do, they just have to shout.
For that, excuse my language, for that unnecessary shouting, that one, you know, they go for me. Like,
I saw some boy in Breku when you went for.
Some people shout unnecessarily like that one. Yeah.
1 in a million. We are about to, anytime you come on the stage, we are about to take the show to the next level, but still, the show did the same level. I see, but so far so good. I think I've been enjoying what you do. So guys, he is our new recruit for the year 2023. You know, Sammy Flex TV, we discover all the best pundits in Ghana. Very soon he'll be on all the platforms, but he is great. So if you have any show here in Ghana, if you have any event and you want someone to do the MCing for you, MC Kobe right here can help you to do that. And Ro, let me also pick your opinion on the MCing thing, because I know sometimes you also do some Azan MCing here.
It comes, I think when the situation calls for it. Yes, because we are public speakers.
Yeah.
So sometimes you tend to take the role and do 1 or 2 just to hold up the place.
Do you agree with everything he said in my conversation with him?
Oh, some I do, but for the shouting bits there, you know my position when it comes to people shouting. In fact, even artists who shout cry don't enjoy their stagecraft. To me, yes, they think shouting is energy. Shouting is not energy. Shouting is not energy.
What if you also need that to command the people? Sometimes that is what you need to call the people's attention.
So it depends on the level of your voice or your voice texture. Like you said, some people have that natural commanding voice that's the moment they speak into the microphone. Like you will be forced to listen to whatever they have to say. So even if the person decides to jump here just about 1 or 2, you'll be caught up and you would follow automatically. Some people don't have that kind of voice, but therefore would want to rely on the shouting. But even so, what sometimes make that shouting, what moves it from a sound to a noise is the action that they add to the shouting. So somebody would just be standing very static and be shouting. With that, people would not find the connection between your shout and your action. But if your shout corresponds with the move that you are doing, then people would know that hey means jump to the left, hey means jump to the right. So assuming you have that kind of, that is when you tell me I am energetic. That is when I will believe you, or I will agree with you. But when you shout and you are standing at one place, you are just making noise in people's ears. Because when you shout, I believe your shout should correspond with your action, so that people would know that okay, indeed you are doing something. That is why I always respect the likes of Shatawale, Medical, and Samini and the likes on stage, because whenever they are even singing on top of their voice self, you can see the action on stage, the antics that they put to whatever they are doing through the voice is what makes the thing very beautiful. So it is not about you just shouting, then you come and tell me it is energy. That is not energy, that is noise pollution. Yes, that is noise pollution. But when you put antics to it, when you put movement to it, then you know that okay, you don't have that deep voice. Therefore, you are using your body language to complement whatever you are trying to communicate. That is when we call you energy god, not just when like that. Yeah.
That's not your vibe.
That's
well. So MCs are talking. If you are not an MC, keep quiet. Shush. But it is true. So many MCs are just fond of shouting and nothing else. And sometimes too, many MCs lack information. They are on the stage and you would expect them to give you, because it's not about just the shouting. No. It's about giving information to whoever is listening to you or whoever is following the program. But some MCs come and it's also obvious that they are empty. Even the program they are hosting, they don't have any background information to share with anybody. So yes, they play a key role, and I pray that they get the necessary respect and value that they deserve, and that will be fine. That is done. We can now roll. Let me say thanks to the people behind the scenes: Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show, Emmanuel Fowilapiji, producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, who is also our creative director. Now you can join the show with your comments. You can also like it and share for others to also have a feel of what we are doing here on Sammy Flex TV. It is called Showbiz Daily. From Mondays through to Fridays, 7 p.m. live, we sit to discuss the issues, the relevant issues in our showbiz industry. So let me take you back just yesterday. Yesterday, on one of our platforms on CTV, we hosted Queen of Ghana Music, Wendy Shay. And in the middle of the conversation, Kojo King would throw a question at her that nearly pushed her over her table, but she was still able to respond to this. And I want us to have a review of it because it became a discussion or a topical issue after the show as well. As artists, or better still as creative people, when it comes to their creativity, sometimes they need no boundaries. They need no limitation. They don't want you to gag them and say, don't say this, don't say that, because like Wendy Shay said, it's the spirit. When the spirit comes, they want to flow. But in flowing or in letting the spirit flow, we have also been thinking about, okay, now your spirit is flowing. Do you also consider the impact or the effect of that spirit that is flowing, those who be receiving it? Do you also consider the impact or the effect on them? And Kojo was specific on children and swear words in music. So when she has this popular song called Survivor, where she talks about fuck you, she talks about this and that, motherfucker, like very, very hard words that I wouldn't be able to put all out. Kojo was asking that because she might have some children following her, did she consider them following this song as well? Her response needs to be discussed, where she said, no, it is not her duty. To her, her spirit came and she poured her heart out on a song. It is the duty of you, the parent, to check your child, not to listen to that song or not to pay attention to the lyrics in that song. Let's take you back to CTV, Class Showbiz. Let's pay attention to what was discussed there. And when we come back, I pick the views of my people and your views as well. Then we can have a show. Stay put. I'll be back.
Well, children fans, on your mode, you get reaction from... children fans, on your mode, you get reaction from Kiss,
I do have a lot of children who listen to my music.
Your music.
Yes, I'm Kampacho Bibiani.
Okay. So
Said the wedding that can be.
I share prayer for yeah, so I'm happy say also my friend omutie onyom no. It's your final bit to say survivor. Now with all the swear words in the cursing and other stuff, you know. It's a my friend a bit here on power somewhere. Normal to be how do you feel because you're by the baby so you make babies and stuff until all faces are on your place on way.
Okay,
that's a good one though.
Yeah. So so now can me your bad time. Me say me. That me purchase me your bad time.
That's fine.
And to me, I feel like me back and your responsibility. And in as much as say omutie me omudome, which I really do appreciate. I feel like they have mothers and fathers who are supposed to tell their children what to do and what not to do. I mean, say Wendy Shay be born now, she na say you may say oba etia. Just catch a call and say don't listen to this because yes, omutie menyo, but menyo omu mami. It is not my responsibility to make us okay because you're collecting to maybe a nyumbia. The who say I was say about healing other people, because the areas in they are not for a certain
group of people.
And we who say a group of people, I care about them. Say make catch almost say okay, more mommy for say when the share nyumbi or who say you too much. It's your responsibility to put your children in check. Because in make catch up say me buy a share baby. That me who say me na my responsibility to catch up and say hey, not this, but this.
But you say the we are as about 10 no monye to tell me but say technology world no a difficult say obey me a control and more friend because most of them have access to so and at times our parents no be say why you be but they have their way of accessing social media and any
but still it is your responsibility.
Right.
And you don't think I say no. In fact, I say untimin ka say back of our phone pornography. Enti omunya pornography. It is still your responsibility.
But some bad tie no dia, oba you tie tie. So ma exactly. Because our other songs are ebia ma mo pay. And that's it. All right. So those songs are friendly, but what about some other songs will come? It is said the American didn't say because there's another you are sending a message.
Yes.
But don't you think you can send a message without those things? And even
those words.
And even
I am a creative person. And sometimes the way I home the idea never no.
It's all kind of
was so kind of because idea was say a free and you people have no idea abba me DM sending me voice note telling me how much Survivor YouTube comments now, so go and read the comments. You will see how women are thanking me for that.
Oh, there were no two ways about that too. I'm not sure if you could do it.
No, I'm not against
music
that.
Is very powerful.
Of course.
And I have helped a lot of women stand up from abusive relationships. And what about those people? This song has over 40 million streams on Boomplay alone. It brought me a lot of streams last year. And all these people are streaming this song because it's healing them. And to say, Oba 8 year new bisa na ofia ne say enya. Maybe I want to crowd person no. But for Oba mistake intino. Yeah, sanyom no when our Oba no only one check.
Okay. So I also have reliable information that, or I'm reliably informed that there are edited pieces of all these songs.
Yes, and I do have.
Yes.
But I said, boy, you know.
So wait. But actually, I did a radio-friendly version. And also streams. And so I think about all those things. But say there will be a say maybe a edited ones. No, that is what I'm going to tell.
Okay, I flip it from.
So let me come back to you. You're also a creative person.
Yeah.
Beyond children or cancer spirit neighbor. How would you wish she deals with spirit now back to make sure the song sounds like this? To hit the right nerves.
Yeah, the spirit is subjective to the person. Spirit in bit me but it is subjective to you. You can control the spirit. The entire
not spirit anymore.
No. Spirit. Obia better. Obia raspukras. You control the spirit. It's in the spirit is subjective to the person. But certainly can yes, obey me. But we are playing the song. We also live in the community. Okay. And not in a company. Say make sure say who produce who product, but who sewage. Make sure say baby papa and me healthy a community. But I understand. Yes, you want to feel free. You free more. But this is also an issue. We have to check that. Even on the night, we performing war VGM or another play music night. VGM. And we them quite empty phone. Please, Charlie, it wasn't so cool. So with all the
and I think
cases and all exactly.
There is
no, but I one more edited one. Performance.
There is an edited one. I want into no some percent. I know soon.
Edited one.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, so this question actually brought some emotions, and we all handled it perfectly as professionals, and that is it. Wendy Shay handled it as a professional, and my panel members also handled it as professionals as well. But the continuation of the discussion is what we are about to do here. Fact is, whose responsibility? Should the artist stop writing curse words in their songs? Or parents should guide their children from listening to curse words? Kojo, you started this. No. You started it. So let's see where you are judging it from before the rest will come through. Get your mic.
All right. So if you listen to most of her responses, that he is not their mother, it's not her duty to check the children for listening to her songs. Yes, that is fine.
And you agree?
Is that?
You agree to that?
Oh, to an extent. Yes, to an extent. Yes, she is producing her music. She hasn't forced anybody to come and listen. But the point is, you need people to make whatever you are doing a success.
Okay.
And people love you for several reasons. So the things that you did for people to love you, when you get to a certain level and you change and you think, oh, it is me, without considering the people, you might be making an error over there. Because maybe as Sammy Flex, people are following you for a very good reason. And you get to a certain level in your life and you think, oh, now let me do this thing. And you don't consider the people following you because now you think, oh, you have arrived. That too can happen with musicians, and they need to check that. He made mention that it is about the spirit. When the spirit drops in you the music, you need to just put it as it is. And I'll always argue with him on that. I am a church boy. I will tell you that the spirit is subjective to the flesh. As you sit there, the spirit can tell you, go and drink something or go and do something, and you can decide not to do it. You should read the Bible. It is there. There are a lot of people that God charged them to do so many things and they didn't do it. So you can always control it. And if you feel that, okay, this word, I want to use it as it comes, it is your decision. It's not in the spirit. You are deciding to bring it. And look at our communities. It is today that our system is so loose that we don't pay attention to some of these things. It is not even allowed on radio and TV. Even we as journalists, you don't have to use certain words. But now the system is so loose because authorities are not paying attention to some of these details. So you see prime time radio and TV and all these songs with all these scarce words are flying left, right, center, which is very, very, very uncalled for. Because we talk about, okay, you have to control. She mentioned parenting, that a parent must control their kids. Right now you are here. Maybe your wife is also at work. Your kids are at home. The TV authorities are so not so careful. They can show any content out there. And she is a role model. She said she is not their mother, but you are a role model. But per what you are doing, your music and your art, people have loved you for that. People are following you for that. So you are also a role model. Whatever you do, have a negative or positive effect on people. And talking about the spirit, we have evil spirits. Yes, we have right spirit and evil spirit. So what if at that point in time it was the evil spirit that was taking control over you? And from her responses, yes, she also said the experiences that she has gone through, that is what she wants to bring out. And that is the serious part of it.
Okay.
If we go through worse cases as musicians or creatives, and we decide to present it as it is. For instance, maybe I'm a writer and I have a very bad experience with a woman, and the pains and the emotions, I decide to bring it out. And because I'm possessed by the spirit, I don't care about whoever, and I bring any word that will come into my mind. Do you think can you anticipate what the system?
But that is what musicians are doing,
which is wrong. Of course. Can you get a picture I'm painting?
No, I get it.
I have a very terrible experience, and I want to bring a song out. So whatever word that comes into my mind, I don't care, because a woman has been bad to me. And one thing I have to think about is I'm not just referring to that single woman. At that point, every other woman that will listen to that song, I have a case with a person. So it is all about we being responsible. Yes, nobody want to stifle your creativity or prevent you from doing your music, but we need to be responsible. When Blacko was performing at the mobile, when he got to the case word, he didn't say it. He said, "Of course, I messed up." But if on 3 music, he said it. Why? What is the difference in the audience? What is happening? Sarkodie also with the philharmonic or whatever. Also
Orchestra.
edited some of the words.
Yeah.
But on the same Ghanaian platform, that words will fly.
With no editing.
With no editing. Yes, we have songs that we rate them. And that is why we rate all those things, so that all the audiences that we appeal to, they will know which content is for them. So I want to see that the creatives are taking advantage of the loose system, because they know here there's nothing. We are playing all these songs on radio, prime time radio, prime time TV. Even yesterday we played her song with all the cases in there. So they feel like, okay, here it is so comfortable for us to do it. We don't. How many times do they do radio edits? Most of them don't do. It is even some of the DJs. I've seen a lot of them that DJ Sticker has done.
Yeah.
He will go through the pain and edit some of the words. Bottom line is, we are afraid to express our creativity. Nobody wants to gag us or whatever. But the point is, we have to be responsible. When we want to send messages across, we can do so. But the likes of Michael Jackson, and they have sent beautiful messages without cursing and without swearing. But it went through. It doesn't mean when you change it, it will drop the feeling or not. And so it was a beautiful interaction with her that she has children first. So when he goes on like that, without considering them, but he said, it is not the mother of anybody, so it is the duty of the parent. But one thing is, you say, parenting these days is very difficult because of technology and also how the system is done.
The exposure of these children.
Exactly. We are always preaching that we should encourage the children to adapt to these systems. That is the technology, surfing on the internet and all of that. So there is that likelihood that they will chance on some of this content. Okay. So if we as creatives, we can also be responsible and try to control the system a bit, we would have been helping the entire situation. Not like we just sit aloof and say, oh, we are expressing our creativity. It is the duty of the mother to take care of. Yes, it is their children, but that's why as she also give birth to kids someday to come. Even her own songs, if their children come and they are listening, maybe by then she will be older. Will she be so proud of singing such a song because as a man or a certain man disappointed her or took her through an experience that she didn't like? So yes, but my problem is the system.
Okay.
If we have the institutions are working to take care of all this, if they are going to rate all this content properly, then we wouldn't have any problem. But as we speak, it is not there, so creatives can take advantage of it.
All right, so point clear. Kojo thinks that we should share the responsibility, parents as well as musicians or creatives. We should all be responsible in making sure this works. Kobe, what is your position on this as well?
Wendy, that girl. Well, I think back in the days, the late A.B. Crystal.
Yeah.
He had his song being banned from playing.
That'd be Moses.
Right. My question is, what were the structures back then? And what has changed now?
Social media changed it.
Social media, cool.
Well, now you cannot ban a song now.
You can. Why?
How would you ban it?
We can put structures in place.
No, now
even if we can ban it, then we usually, because this is what we've known Wendy for. She came in with Uber driver, and this was the same kind of words she used. Maybe a share and all that, and it generated conversations all over.
But that was play on words.
Yeah, it wasn't explicit.
Fine.
That was
she dropped bedroom commando.
Bedroom commando.
And when you go to children's carnivals and all that, and the children are singing.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, ask yourself if you're
I've seen her singing it with some children before.
You see,
bedroom commando, fire, baby, fire.
these are just normal.
No. That one is cool. They don't understand it. It's hard to decode.
Okay.
But explicitly, that is hard. That one is smart. She covered it. So we have songs like Quadranti will tell you. It was so dirty, but so covered. But medical, I say, you're born wrong.
Okay, come to us.
Yeah, Rasami. To me, I think the whole industry, we as an industry, as a whole, there should be a structure. We should put in place to make sure that this kind of words do not come out from our role models. Wendy is not she's not like
a small
under-G artist. She's very huge
at the moment,
if not one of our top 2 females, top 3. She's in there.
Yeah,
so definitely, like my brother said, she has a lot of numbers following her.
Okay.
And the kids, she goes to, I've seen her playing a couple of shows where there are a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And when you go and you sing this bedroom fire and all that, and this, for me, it doesn't work for me. So if my child goes to a children's park and comes home, that song is going to
play in her mind.
And we are in the digital world. She can Google. he or she can Google, and she will find out. Imagine she's in class 4, class 5. I'm telling you, she will find out. Back in the days, Lumba, Kojo King, back then, you had to crack your brain to understand what they are saying. Up to date, as Lumba has structure. If somebody doesn't sit you down to tell you the meaning of this word, the meaning of that, you won't get it.
That's true.
But our current artists, couple of artists, have made it too raw. Yeah, it is too raw for me. When this writing is too raw, and she feels like that's what always keeps her
afloat.
But then she should think about our kids. She should think about her people.
So what is your responsibility as a parent too? Since you want Wendy cannot wake up thinking about you, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's
when
true.
the artist or no, sorry, what she's looking for is her hit song. In fact, any ways for her to get a hit song, she's ready to do.
Yes.
So you, as the parent, also you're on day. And say, okay, Wendy and you, what are you also doing for yourself? Oh, you're on day.
Brother Sammy. We have Wendy's songs playing all over radios and TVs. I can't stop my child from listening to radio. I can't stop her from watching TV. Maybe she's not supposed to watch TV after 8 p.m. But then within the hours of 4, 5, 6, when these songs are being played on air, and I might be at work at that time, and she's watching, how can I stop my child from watching that? Our media station, our TV, our radios, our bloggers, our influencers are posting them. You understand me? Yeah. So if like he said, Sakode went to the BBC, he performed with the orchestra, and then he edited his F words. And the whole Kinsa comes to Ghana on VGMA, on 3 Music Awards. He doesn't edit. Shatawale won't edit for his own dear. He get that he will use the whole F word, do a whole song.
I know.
You see that? And these are our A-list artists, which our children are following them massively. So they have to go into their writing skills and calm down. They should take it deeper. They should take it deeper for us. For us, the adults, we might get it or we'll get it. But our children, because if my child is listening to Daddy Lumba right now, and then I'm in a room watching a video, a Lumba video with my child, I might be singing along. He will never get it. That's Lumba. That's Kojo King. That's Amachi Dede. You won't get it. But when they say Shatawale, you get it. Yeah. So their writing skills now is loose. So they should go deeper for us.
So the responsibility, the bigger responsibility should be on the creatives.
Yes. They should think about us and go deeper for us, because we can't always be home with our kids and guiding them not to listen to this. Okay, fine. They pick cars. They go to town. They go to carnivals. They listen to all these things. Okay.
I get it. Okay, so Kobe's opinion right there. He has laid the whole responsibility in front of the artist door. That guys, think about us. We beg you. We can't be around our children all the time. So help us solve this puzzle. Roland, we'll speak finally on this row.
One of Lucky Dube's biggest big song, Teach the World, says it takes 1 million people to build a good reputation, but it takes one stupid fool to destroy everything. See that phrase, stupid fool, was not edited. You can't find an edited version unless you do it yourself.
And you think stupid fool is...
It depends on who is judging. Unless you want to tell me you can say stupid fool on prime time.
You can't.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't.
So automatically you consider it as a swear word. And during prime time you would want to edit that.
So, but there are words particularly that has been banned.
You see?
There are words.
There are words
and
you can't.
these words and these words.
So let's be.
The truth of the matter is, these words that are supposedly banned were banned by not aliens but us, who decided that let's take this off, let's put this in. So if at a point we know generational changes and therefore it comes with its own effect, if these same people decide, okay, now we are cool with this, I believe that yes, just like during that time, people who had authority, or let me say majority, were able to say, let's take this off. If now that same majority says let's put it in, I'm sure there will be the minority like we are discussing that would want to oppose to it. And that is so my point is that I wouldn't blame the artist for them taking opportunity of a loose system, but I would say it is a generational change with its effect that everybody
It's having the impact.
You see, it is a generational change because Lumba, the likes of Lumba, Kojo King, and all those people, some of them would want to say stuff in proverbial ways. And that was their generation. The truth of the matter is, our generation is different from theirs. Our generation is different from theirs.
But our culture is stable. Our culture remains.
Our culture remains, but has been diluted. Let's also not forget that. Our culture remains, but has been diluted, has been influenced with other people's culture. And that is the hard truth. Now you go to chiefs. Yes, chiefs were supposed to communicate through people for their messages to be delivered. But now chiefs are communicating through mobile phones. They have Facebook accounts. So you should know that yes, we have our culture, but it has certain form of influence. So this is where I would want to build my point to. I wouldn't want to apportion the blame to guard the artist and say you guys should tone down or you guys should behave like the Kojo Kings, the Daddy Lumbas are doing. Because when we do that, or when we decide to tell them that now in this generation, we are gagging them.
Yeah, no, that one is true.
We are gagging them. See,
you'll be gagging.
So how are we gagging? We are gagging.
That is his creative style.
Exactly. And
the moment you tell him write it this way, don't write that way, you are gagging.
You are committing a blunder on an error,
see,
and you are being corrected. You are saying
but you see, when A.B. Crentel's Moses back then was banned, don't we play it now?
We play it now.
Exactly.
We play it now because
you see, we play it now because this generation, unlike the other generation that were not cool,
found it wrong.
Yes, and you see, for us not to be hypocrites here, listen to A.B. Crentel's Moses and tell me where the profanity is in terms of explicitity. Tell me where it is.
It's not explicit.
Tell me where.
So even that the authorities realize he's playing on words, and for the fact that people could get it, they want to ban it. What about now that it is so explicit?
So my point is
even
that
one that he
my point is that
they still wanted to ban it.
They still wanted,
and they did ban it,
and they did. So my point is that since that decision is somehow subjected at a particular point, let's all try to minimize the effect from our own quarters. So yes, you can tell the artist to tone down. In fact, the only thing that I think the artist can do, and if those artists don't do it, we can only hold them or call them out, is when they don't have the edited versions of it. Because see, no matter how you say something, it has the tendency of somebody saying this is explicit. Because if we the same Ghanaians were able to say let's ban A.B. Crentel's Moses because it was explicit, then I'm not sure even throughout generation we handed batons from that generation to this time, we would have ended up here. If that system was so strict and it wasn't subjective to people who would want to decide. Because it was just some people who decided that this is explicit, let's ban it. That is how the conversation is. So if now, because of generational change and cultural influence, the truth of the matter is we can't fight it. We can't. We will lose it. It is lost from the start. We will lose that battle. And we've all cited examples. You are at work, your children will be at home, you have no control. But you see, so we want to shift our responsibility to another person, forgetting that we also have a role to play. Yes, we all acknowledge the technological advancement. which is why we also need to get ourselves abreast with technology as parents. Because if we should shift all that,
which is not a free thing for just everybody. It is not everyone that can be technologically advanced.
Just like it is not everybody that can control their spirit. Unless you want to tell me that back in the days they never sang explicit songs. They did. If they never did, then we can say this generation is so bad.
Tell me one.
Kojo. Then times when they were doing Obada, now weren't they getting?
It was coded.
No.
Which song apart from AB? Which other song do you know was banned in those days?
There was this song, Nana Yao, something. He also did some song. It was about children and sexuality, and it was I forgot Nana Yao something.
If we want to ban songs today, if you want to ban songs today, as we speak, I can list about 500 songs.
That is true.
It is
which was not even explicit.
It is because that is what was reigning in their generation. In that, nothing has changed really. Can you compare the number of pornographic content we have in our generation to that about, let's say, 20 years ago? No. No. We are talking about explicit content.
Okay, Robbie, wrapping up.
And it is part of it. So my own is that let's get ourselves abreast with whatever the system is and try to control from our own end. So as parents, let's not leave it to the musicians, because when they do the explicit ones and do the edited ones, see, it is appalling when you go on social media and you see parental who will on mobile phones put it in front of their children, singing explicit songs
and dancing in front
of them, dancing to it,
and recording videos.
And tomorrow, if the effect comes, you come and tell the musician that they are the people singing the explicit song. Meanwhile, you also had the power to have controlled it to a certain point.
How many parents?
You see, that is what we are doing. So
yeah.
No, you are also using
you are being one-sided. You are being one-sided.
So another way. So let's say you are responsible. You have no idea what your child is doing in the house. Now, if you as a parent, you would want to listen to music in the house whenever your children are around, and you decide to listen to the explicit one. Let's take it as if the child goes out, listen to the explicit one, but comes home and you are listening to the edited version. Who do you think would have a major effect on the child? It is you, the parents, because charity, you all agree, begins from home. So you would have the greater responsibility on the child or the greater effect on the child than anybody out there. So if we are all to play our roles carefully, I am sure, yes, we can't fight it, but we can only minimize the effect of it.
All right.
So let's not push our responsibility and say they should stop, because it will not happen.
Okay, so you think that the responsibility fully should be from the musician?
It should be shared. Parents. No, it should be shared. The musicians have a part to play. That is also providing the edited versions, and parents also have responsibilities to play to make sure that we don't expose the explicit.
So we should not blame the artist.
Yes, because gone were the days when they were showing movies and they were kissing and doing all those stuff. You will be with your parents, and your parents will sack you.
Yeah.
Why won't they allow you to watch it?
When the kissing scene comes, no, you start doing
like this. And they will sack you. Exactly. They will sack you. So why won't parents also develop that culture or continue that culture from that side and control their kids? Yes, even though you saw it, even though they will try to sack you or you try to hide, you saw it, but the effect of that wasn't so much on you like it is now if parents are loose. So yes, parents have a responsibility to play. The musicians or the content creators also have a responsibility to play.
Well, beautiful. I think it is clear. My panel members have made their points so clear on this. And Wendy Shay still tells us, parents, do your job.
Wake up.
I am an artist. I'm looking for money. I have to do what will bring me the moolah. After I'm done, the rest is up to you to also control your dogs. And that is what Wendy Shay is saying. That's fine. Let's leave it there like that. Now, to Daddy Lumba and Nana Acheampong, I'm surprised at something. And I'm still thinking about it that why would they wait till they are close to retirement age before they unite to make money? Yes, I'm so shocked about this. When the first that the Lumba thing broke, or Lumba Brothers thing broke, we all know how it felt like. They were able to go their separate ways, and both of them became successful. After they became successful, we all thought that, okay, we are now okay. So why don't we come back? Because the people were looking for them. So imagine, like, for the past 10 years, if there had been a Lumba Brothers playing tours, playing their songs, their albums, how they would have cashed in. But they stopped until just this Christmas. That's when they have come back performing together. I'm sure the money was good. That's why they did that. What were they waiting for? And I'm here thinking about something one person who has been very controversial in our space told me. He's also having issues with another artist. So one day he was talking and said, Sammy, I've been thinking about something. Today that this guy is hot, why am I not killing my beef or squashing my beef with him so we will make money together than waiting for us to be old? Then I forgive him. Then when I forgive him at that time, what would we gain, or what would I gain? So when he told me that, and I saw Lumba Brothers also coming back on it, I said, this is what the guy was telling me about. When the world was looking for them, come together, Lumba Brothers perform, do concerts, they didn't do it. Now, I wonder how long they can do it. And I even wonder whether they will continuously do it. And that is the story I want us to look at. But whilst on the stage, I hear Lumba said something. I want us to listen to what Lumba said, and when we come back, I'll pick the views of my honorable members here in the studio. Then we take it from the top.
Yes, TikTok. Namo koko kani ho, namo pega no tele mo pega ni no. Nami shamo, me ya ka monto, ayu na ba. O si okuno bi. Yes, salamu alaikum. Nemo. Dinsi alele na ni kama ni se. Ebra mi ko je mi ko from. Na ko ni bo su, de mi ya ni se na mi to boss for. Kwa. And since Peter or introduce me, everyone make the bar highlight me. On I know it's not the same time. Now it's time for so let me get the impact. Abraham, this is Sal Kapoi, the son of my champion. And so the latest Yaba, and yeah, pop YouTube, any TikTok. Namo koko kani ho, namo pega no tele mo pega ni no. Nami shamo, me ya ka monto, ayu na ba. O si okuno bi.
Well, so this is it. Now, Daddy Lumba is telling us it was Nana Acheampong who introduced him into the high life music industry. And Amobeye Lumba Brothers. They made so much money. They became so huge. But after, based on their own issues, they decided to go their separate ways. This one became Daddy Lumba, and the other became Nana Acheampong, and next Nana Acheampong. After so many years of fans calling them together, they did not listen. Now, 2022. No, this
2023.
Yeah, this was in 2023 because it was first. So 2023, they have now come back together, performing and making money together. So we are asking, why did they allow all these wasted years to just go down the drain. Now I'm coming back to my people. Let's do this discussion. And Kobe, I'm not starting with you.
Chairman.
I'm not wasting time.
I'm not wasting time, Papa. They have really wasted time. I think I do not know. I'm not so sure about the year they split it. But then looking at things, I've read online. It's been over 2 decades. It's been over 2 decades.
Wow,
and
that's 20 years.
Yes, it's very bad to me because these are legends. It's if no social media, they are lost. Because for now, with the help of social media, I can get Lumba's songs on Audiomack and all that and other platforms. But imagine, say, at the time they split it, there was no social media like this. So imagine social media never came at all. And there wouldn't be anything like, who is Lumba? Like, unless I hear them play his song on radio or TV. And how many videos do they even have? That can even be conducive for our channels now.
Okay.
So I said.
So videos don't even
they are lucky. Say social media came. And yes,
okay.
Their names will reflect on our parents' minds, in our parents' minds.
Okay.
And I answer once in a while, better. So yes, we never Lumba. But now, sometimes on Twitter, we go back and forth. Lumba and Acheampong, who is the greatest? Who is this? Then we will a screenshot about social media are born to keep them relevant, even though they are not in action.
Yeah. They are not very active now.
Yes, they are not active. Yeah. And then second part is I'm very happy say they accepted to come back like this, even though it's been a while. I'm very happy because when I saw them on stage, I even posted it on my handles. I was very happy because over the years we've heard a lot about these people. They were great. They were this. People used to go to their parties. It was choked. They were the Shatawale or the Stone Boys back then. And
Lumba Brothers were huge.
They were very huge. Yes, because my big sisters have pictures of them at Lumba Brothers concerts. And when you see the kind of dressing they used to take you to, their shows, Charlie, these people were very like influential back then.
Yeah.
You feel no change, bano. Minimum motive in terms of the buy. Minimum the income of the buy. But
I think it was for the performance purpose.
Yeah, but between them, what we heard or what me, the better say, Oma split it. They fought or then they split it. Okay, fine. For all these years, it's then and I catch up with some back. And they knew this would be coming. So a month ago, Acheampong dropped a song, and then 2-3 weeks ago, Lumba also dropped. And Tinona Eboboba. They knew what was coming. So could there be said there was a backdoor conversation between Omumi and Nankasa? And say, oh Charlie, Sisiano, Colano, Omu this guy in Nigeria. Say I fuck you up. Because if Lumba is only Lumba show, now Lumba charge 10K gate fee. I know Ghanaians will go.
Yeah.
Gate fee, Ghanaians 20K people will go.
Yeah.
Acheampong people will go. So what I say. So imagine say no more Jesus ka we nka ba na nkola so beto mo no more jefra. Nka by this time mansions ni nyama mo no.
Yeah.
Enye joke.
So the realization to you is late.
Yes. Omache. They should have done this 10-15 years ago. Yeah, whatever that splitted them, they took it too far.
Okay.
They took it too far and it has like I say normal. But then engage because you see I'm songs on my job me Jini say other Kosa Enkoy cry me I cry na miti. But I am very glad so my back and the show was massive. But
do you think they will be doing this more or what happened was just a 9-day wonder, Legends Night, and that's done? Do you see them who say performing more now?
They have to do that.
Okay, they have to.
They have to. Almost remember cameras in Bedada. They are legends. We respect them for that. They shouldn't come and deceive us because we love them and we want to see more of that.
Okay.
Over the last time I saw Lumba perform was Lumba at BBB no song celebration with man. There was Kufo and all that. That was the last time I saw him perform. For Acheampong, yeah.
Okay.
Our mom some golden
award. Oh, that's a long time.
That's a long time ago. That's a long time ago. But looking at Kojo King, consistency. Every year, be show. This year he did it. Nana Amachi did it. Okotos. On back it down.
Even this Saturday he's performing.
Yes, on a family also.
Family and Lidodu. Oh no, it was Kinata rather. Kinata and Lidodu. Yes.
We need our legends. We need them back. So as I said, because they still have it. I listened to Lumba's Ofun Fancho. I forgot the title. Ofun
Cancer.
Yeah. And it was dope. Until Acheampong, so it was okay. They still have it. I think they maybe on try to go way back. So I just I'm gonna drop it. But what the other home say and say, time the black code is yeah, you can't accept them.
But they also have their audience. So what they are doing is not for MC Kobe.
David.
It is for a certain Mr. Poku.
Okay.
Mr. Poku also go there. Exactly.
So my point is one. My disappointment is almost splitting all these were 2 decades nature member. Because imagine keep you on a communima and a Lumba GBT. And now your nomination will be BET. Before there was Sarkodie, Stoneboy. BET is over 10.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking to. We have only 3. So what I say. And call Grammys and sometimes they talk about Nigerians talk about Fela.
Yes.
And I listen to Fela and I listen to Lumba. I'm like, no, this man, he's nowhere close to Lumba. But because Lumba is not anywhere to be found. All the time, and a fella, who can't full beat as MCC, you can't fella. So what about Lumba? Even though now her life near idea, but then they started this whole thing.
Come to be.
Yeah, because I heard back in the days Nigerians used to come here to learn a lot and take it to their place.
It is true.
See, I'm one for Bibia, and 14 in army the bema penny for you. Me blame you for splitting. Yes.
I see.
To be the ideas so my back.
Okay, thank you, Kobe. This advice, I wish how it goes to the rest of the group members who are also no more. Like the 4x4s, like the Prayers, like the Wooters. What that the Lumba and another Acheampong did, I wish they say it and come to the realization that, hey, you lose, but maybe it is bound to happen. Ro, what do you also think? Do you think they have also wasted the period?
Oh yes. In fact, this is very common in the midst of creative people. In fact, being a creative comes with a lot of feelings, lot of ego and pride. But it takes so much self-discipline to be able to subdue all these things and also try to do some of these things in terms of squashing even your beef or something misunderstanding between you and someone to make the fans happy or to still get work going on.
Okay.
That's one thing that has always been the problem with creative people. It is not only peculiar in our space. There are when you go to other places, there are also groups that are defunct now or almost split for a very long time. Yes, it was always our wish, say, some of these guys would come together because we are the receiving end, know the power they carry as a group and the effects
the influence they
have on us. So it has always been our wish. But then individually, that is where the problem is. It is just about them coming to the realization. At Afro Nation, P Square knelt down right after during their performance to apologize to the fans for splitting up.
Oh really?
Oh yes, they did.
Yeah. The two of them.
The two of them. They knelt down on stage and just apologized to the fans and for splitting up all this while, because they, even with their comeback, they've seen how the people missed them and even the reception. So assuming they had continued that bond throughout and never got split, they would have gotten somewhere with work. So that's it. For the Lumba Brothers, I would want to say it was mere ego and pride at play.
Ego and pride.
Yes, ego and pride.
Which every creative has a problem with one way or the other.
Exactly. So that is the basic of the problem. Not financially. They've just decided to just subdue it for some time for us to even see this. And along the line, I think age and health issues also became a factor. So at a point, you realize that even Acheampong was completely off, had to lay back to also support his children, that is Jackie and her kid sister, through music, and that Lumba also, due to health issues at a point, had
was
to also
off the scene.
Yes, off the scene. So at a point, you find health issues and other related issues also popping in, affecting the whole decision. But the realization of it is what makes it beautiful. That okay, yes, I know probably you wronged me or I wronged you, but then it still doesn't take away the fact that we make a very beautiful pair. We make a very strong pair, and we need to.
So we can patch up
and move on. It takes lots of discipline
and strength in the
mind for you to do some of these things. And if they weren't able to do it all over these years and they are now coming back, well, me, I wouldn't want to hold them so much, because it is their own decision. We never, yes, we can be there and predict that, oh, if you guys were still together, by this time you would have gotten here or there. There are groups that have been together, but
they've not gone anywhere.
they are 1 year.
Oh, but if the group has prospects, that one it is obvious.
Of course, yes.
Because Lumba Brothers, their prospects were high.
Were very, very, very high, and so we can. But like I said, the final decision lied with them to have taken that step to say that regardless of whatever our differences. Let's still come back and make it happen. So me, I would wish that they continue this, but I wouldn't want them to, as it were, start releasing or start dropping, because I wouldn't want to put that pressure also on them, because I feel that they can just live on their performances for now, looking at their age. Even they can
live on their performance. That is if only they are going to perform more.
Yes, more. They shouldn't put lots of the release pressure on them aside performing.
In fact, the calling of the people was not even about release.
Exactly.
It was about performance of their songs.
So you realize
their songs that they love.
Even before they came back, both of them had to drop a single before they were able to make this happen. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't concentrate on the releases, but rather should concentrate on the performances and relate the releases to the people they are mentoring. Like Acheampong is mentoring his daughter, Jackie. He can push that power to Jackie, for Jackie to also continue that legacy from there, for them to also continue with the performances. Because I believe that is what the people miss more. And if they are to concentrate so much on releases, there can be a disconnect at a point because of the generational difference. Because yes, it is very clear that even the people that can clearly connect to them in terms of generation are equally their age, and give them another decade will probably fade off. And the only people that can also hold this generation to that particular point is the people they are mentoring now, which is Jackie and the likes. So if they should relate the releases to them, I think that will have a very good effect on their generation and even the generation down here. And that is what I wish them to do. So I wish they continue with the performances and also continue. But I know that yes, at this point there, money is also a huge influence in this decision.
Money brought them together.
Yes, money is one of the huge influence in this decision. And if the money should continue there, we will see more.
Kojo, thank you. Roland, let me listen to Kojo as well on this one. That Lumbes. I know, right?
Yeah, you know, our space, we let loose a lot of business, and that is the reason why today, if you come to me as artists and you want to be in a group, I'll just tell you straightforward that it won't work.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't even try.
That's what you do.
Of course.
If anybody comes with a mindset of forming a group, you tell the person no.
Straightforward, don't do it, because we have a lot of cases in our space here that none of them survived. So why start it and get into trouble later? With the Lumba Brothers, I want to believe the reason why it has been difficult for them to come back is that after they are split individually, they were all successful. Because we have groups that when they separate, you see that it's only one that becomes very huge. So the tendency for them to come back. You could see one maybe pushing in hard for them to come back. But in
because
their
I
case,
know I'm farmer.
exactly, in their case, all of them were super successful. Nana Acheampong, I think he has a record that in our history was the most sold record.
And Keberena,
yes, exactly. And that Lumba also has rich repertoire, a lot of great songs. So if we are all okay, then everybody should go his way. When the egos are so high, why should we even come back? And as he even rightly said, that he was into gospel until Nana Acheampong introduced him. So at a point, maybe the foundation to which they formed the group was not even stronger. So it's easier for us to go our separate ways and do our things. But on the business side, yes, it's one problem that I always ponder about, because look at the groups that are separated and their songs. Nana Acheampong and that, their songs are known.
Evergreen songs.
Don't deceive yourself. Go to these secondary schools, 15, 16, and play a benwa and all of that, and see if they will sing. They will chant it. So they are known from all the demographics. They can appeal to all of them because their songs are evergreen. They are evergreen. So people, no matter the changes or they loving the Shatawalis and all of that, still they are there. Even without the active promotion, they are still strong, and that tells you the kind of materials they have. So if you have evergreen songs, it doesn't matter the generation, it will still be relevant. And so we let loose businesses. I sit down and I look at the fact that if we are putting Prayer, Double, Wuta, all those groups, 4S4, and we are having a nationwide tour, how would the show be?
To be great too.
It will be a very great show.
Because they had the songs.
Exactly. Imagine Prayer comes on stage right after Prayer Wuta, right after Wuta 4S4, right after 4S4 Double. Look at the excitement and that nostalgic feeling that it will get to the audience. But then I don't blame them too much. Yes, the first point is that as mature people, they need to reason. And their cases cannot be likened to that of the Lumba Brothers. Because after they split, they all became successful. So they were good to go. But in the case of our
the young
people,
ones,
none of them are making it. They are all struggling. Struggling. And you look at it.
But they will not get the wisdom to come back.
Exactly. And you think, you sit there and think that, so can these grown-ups put heads together and say that, let's go and make money whilst we are individually struggling? Why not bury every ego or whatever that is holding us? And when you dig deep into the matter, it is nothing. No.
Nothing.
Meet the other half and ask what happened. Nothing. The other half will also say nothing. So why?
It is just ego.
Why? And you are struggling. You have repertoire.
Accommodate.
On any day, when you mount on any platform, the reception will be massive. But it wouldn't happen. So when you set them aside, we also call for investors or promoters who also have that eye to also identify greener pastures. So if I have money sitting down, and let's not kid ourselves, they are not back to anything. They are not. It is just money. Come, we call that the Lumba. Daddy, we want you and Nana Acheampong to perform on our stage. So this is the money. Nana, we want you to perform with Lumba on our stage. Okay, and the money is good that they come. It's not like they are coming to give us any song or whatever. It was beautiful to see them because they played their roles very well. For Lumba to give us the secret that even Nana Acheampong introduced him to her life and also appealing to the audience to support Nana Acheampong. It was all that beautiful. But there's a lot of cash that they have let loose. Where that is when the economics people will bring the opportunity cost. The alternative that you forgone, as in performing as group, as to your individual careers. So if we have people who have seen this, as in big ups to the promoters for having that eye to put these legends together. So they are not only the people, they can extend it to the other groups that are separated and bring them on. It is only money that can bring them up. If we call you in your struggling state, then we call you that come and take 50,000 Ghana cedis and perform with your brother, and you still have the nerve to say no. Then I think we have to take you to.
But do you know this Christmas prior, they were smart to have performed on some platforms.
Exactly.
They performed on Afrochella, and I remember even before
prior
no Tente and how do you
prior Tente and prior no, but the other one is not in Ghana.
Okay.
Prior Honey Hall is not in Ghana. So at the moment is prior Tete and prior Tete. They are in Ghana. And even before the show, they announced that. I'm sure that was when the deal came.
You see, I told you.
That was when the deal came. And they announced that, prior we are available. We want to perform. And they took some deals to perform.
Yes.
So what? Yes. They performed on Afrochella, and I think there was another event too. Someone even called me that day. He wanted them to perform.
You know.
It's
sad, and it's
I'm the bunker. That's when they realized that.
They realize their mistakes, because you could feel that whatever money you are making now is okay, but being okay is relative, and not when you know that you have avenues in making more money, and you decide that whatever you are getting is okay for you. Anybody will look into your face and tell you that, hey, you are being, I don't want to say it. And so they have to rethink their decisions. And the earlier the better. Once, now that they are active and they have the right mindset to even create more music. Whatever we can have our egos and still do business. Let's make money. We meet on the stage, we perform, you go your way, I go my way. You are not my friend. But we are doing business. Why can't that be done?
They are struggling.
So if they will still continue to be there, when we go, the DJs will play their songs.
We dance to
and we
them.
will dance to it. And they should keep being there and stay. And this thing has also caused the industry a lot. I told you I was writing an article of the loss that the industry has suffered because of
these
group
breakups.
Because if they were active, the kind of money they will be making from all these shows for these years, it is a loss to the industry, because when they make money, it feeds back into the ecosystem. And a lot of people check their managers, their bloggers, people, their promoters and all that. They have all lost their money they were making from these artists, which is very, very bad. And these collaborations, as in even getting collaborations from some of the top guys, like Kojo King, Daddy Lumba, collaboration, we don't get all those things, which is very bad. Look at the beef between Shatawale and Sammy. They got all the attention, and when it got to the climax that they have to maybe do a collaboration or casting, they let it slide. And when we have lost interest in it, they released a song, and that song we rubbished it. It didn't go anywhere. So you do the beef, you get the attention, make sure you climax it very well, make the money from it. Let's say Stonebwoy's Shatta regional tour, Shatta Samini regional tour, catching. Then we know that yes, the beef was purposeful, but I just do beefs and get only attention.
Right.
I see, Ro, you want to add something?
The burial of the dead is a warning to the living. Even Lumba Brothers, who split up and both have been very successful, are now back, have been able to bury their egos and are on stage cashing in. How much you could see Chunta, Onyumia 500K views? Yes,
look sharp.
They should look sharp, because these are all money avenues. We don't want tomorrow somebody becomes a charity case and they will come and say that, and I will now produce you, no, and now because of that bad decision the person took at a particular time, no feeling say you go high, no. then tomorrow you would rather be called out to come to the person's aid. And such generational, it is one of the reasons why we've lost that generational baton, where one generation would have to influence the next generation so they can connect. Fela Kuti's Afrobeat is what we are seeing in the Nigerian sound today.
Yeah.
Because that connection is there. Some of these guys think that, okay, because of their ego, they can go solo. Someone is successful. So even to hand the baton to the next generation in order to even influence their sound and continue that line, the crowd, have a problem. So they build very beautiful stuff and they just destroy it. There should be a clear indication that there is success even in their union. So they should come back.
All right, sharp. Yeah, you want to add something?
Yeah. One thing is to say, looking at things, going back now, I think say Ghana is your problem back one. Or say and realize it's hard time I realize say yeah artists no, I'm strong when it comes to that comparison. Back in the days, I wasn't there, but I heard say the comparison between them was very.
That was what created the.
And also count probably, and also count.
But comparison there, Kobe, we cannot stop it though.
We can't stop it though, but then sometimes it becomes too much. Imagine Shatawale and Stonebwoy. Almost a group and Goma split a long time ago. Because tension, I had more country when any joke.
Oh, it is there. Jackson 5. Jackson 5 has split. There are so many Beyonce in the group now. Almost split. One has been successful. The other ones
gone.
But with us, it's too much, and it comes with disrespect too.
Okay.
So as I say, why not know fair between Lumba and Acheampong? Why not know fair? I'm sure I said my compare your presidents for Kufoni, Nanado, why not Mahama? Why not know fair? So I
comparison. Yes, say a group ona onenye de we na ne de enu nti no kon kwode enu nti no yes me ho nya fe we na nim nyom no to no enti majai makotena se e common name
interesting. So I still think that if what we are seeing with Daddy Lumba and Nana Acheampong is anything to go by, then all the guys who formed groups and for whatever reason they broke up, they should look sharp. Because I still think that they've wasted so many years.
Yes.
And then the most beating up for me, Jiska. Uncle Sadio, everyone say, Uncle Lumba Brothers top. Oh, the idea we drew Europe.
A whole 2 decades.
Lumba Brothers, oh, they drew Europe.
Even after Ombe successful, no. After Ombe successful, Nimpono, maybe will be a drop a 4, 5, 5 albums. Now come back. It's way busted or no performing in one. Now another one saw, but then no more, but together no more performing on my album. Cash in.
Okay. We are still advising the young ones to take a cue from this. Cutting financial to the industry. Anyway, so still giving you a reminder that Tap Send is what you need to send money back home to Africa, especially Ghana. So go get the app now on your phone. If you've not gotten it, then you are losing out. Get the app. It is so easy. Tap Send is so easy to get. So just get the app on your phone and put in your details and start sending money to Ghana. The family needs support. No two ways about that. So look sharp and support a brother, support a sister, support a project as usual. And we are still thinking about our Dubai tour. It is still looking the way it is. So February, let's see if we can come back together and go to Dubai, spend some days there, spend 1 week there, and just learn. Traveling is learning enough. So we try to fraternize, we try to socialize, and we try to learn, because learning is also good, and especially when you travel, you get to learn a lot. Get in touch with us. Our numbers are on the screen, and let us know your interest so we can also get you booked and registered to be a part of this. As usual, we will be going to Dubai. Habibi, let's go to Dubai. I've seen Asake and Black Sherif running the streets of Accra, and I'm asking, what is in store for the two of them? What can we envisage for this union? Let's go catch some of the videos. When I come back, ask my people that if we see Black Sherif and Asake on the streets of Accra, Ghana, what comes to our mind or what will come to our mind. Let's go watch this. I'll be back. Rose, so what do you see? Asake, Black Sherif on the streets of Accra. As part of this, what did you hear they did apart from them sitting on a car and fans cheering them? What did you hear they did else?
Well, I've not seen anything aside the fans cheering them and they're also hanging out in places like that. Me, I'm not surprised though, especially in our current system and the way we work. McMill came to Ghana and he had a FaceTime with Stoneboy. And these things are not surprising again. In fact, the only thing we can do is to celebrate them, because as we all know, Asake is also on Empire and Black Sherif is on Empire, so it is just like a label or colleague connect kind of
fraternity.
Yes, in the space. Yes, we shouldn't be so expectant on a collaboration. Yes, it is possible and it can come. Like, it is there because they are all on the same label. We can get that. But to me, this is just some two brothers who have found some certain form of connect and are just chilling. Because it is always good that when you go to any place, you find somebody that you can connect to. And Asake, I don't see Asake connecting so much with Sammy. I don't see Asake connecting so much with, let's say, Stoneboy.
Why don't you see it?
With Samini.
Why don't you see it?
Then perhaps it will be beyond like them being
just
colleagues.
chilling level. Yeah.
Yes, it will be beyond chilling level. Because I am talking about people now being on labels. Now things don't just happen because they feel you, or he likes you, or he feels like, oh, you are too special. No.
There are business
beneath, and there are a certain form of conversations that are going on. So we should not be surprised when we are having Global Citizen Festival in our country and we get some of our Nigerian brothers jumping on stage. While some people in our own space don't get the opportunity. These are labels talking. These are some of the conversations going on behind the scenes. So yes, it is beautiful for the cameras. It is good, and we would love to see more. But to me, I am not so surprised because of where they are both coming from or the family they belong to now. It is just like that, and we would wish to see more. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and we want this to continue with even other labels, if not that of the international collect, at least the ones that are also here locally. You see a certain Creamy and Mr. Drew on a label, and you will not see some of these things like that. You see some people on the label and you don't see some of this relationship like that. It is always this person is better than you, that person is better than you, and you always see that friction there. Hardly would you see Kiddy and Kwame Eugene chilling if it has nothing to do with links. Hardly would you see Mr. Drew and Creamy chilling if it has nothing to do. When was the last time you even saw Mr. Drew and Last Mate? Yeah, you get it. It's like that. So this should just be a motivation for us to know that, okay, aside the working environment, we can equally have fun as brothers, go beyond that working. And these are the ways that we can even connect more with relationship, not only with when we find ourselves in a working environment. So it's beautiful.
Okay, Kobe, how about you? What do you also see this union of Black Sherif and Asake, what do you see?
Yeah, like my brother said, it's a label link up. You see, they're all in Empire. So that's what it boils down to. The connection is coming from there. But I don't think we should wait till 1 or 2 people are on the same label before they link up.
Okay.
In this creative space. Because over the weekend, I saw Tiwa Savage and Wendy Shay link up. And they are not on the label.
Okay.
So that was organically, maybe they met or they had talks backdoor and then they linked up. That's how it should go.
Okay.
But with Asake and Blacko, I was really excited when I saw it. Because these are the 2 biggest artists from Africa now. Yes, from Africa. Now.
Sensational biggest.
The 2 biggest artists from Africa now. Yeah, that one, this conversation is case
bigger
closed.
Than who?
Oh, they're not
because
bigger than...
they are biggest.
They are not bigger than those they came to meet. But then they are on top now. They are reigning now. They are topping all the charts.
They are hottest. They are not big.
They are hottest. Thank you. Hottest. Thank you.
Yes.
They are streams, gigs. They are playing. We can all see connections, linking up with all these top people. People tweeting about them. Yes. So with them, both of them linking up is a big deal.
Okay.
And it boils down to for me, I'm expecting a lot from them. I'm expecting them to drop one of the hottest tracks or tunes to ever come out from Africa to the world.
Because they are on the label, they should take the business to the next level.
Yes, or one of the biggest music song to come out between Niger and Ghana.
Okay.
Because over the years we had TikTok and Tony Tetula, we had Sarkodie and Patoranking, a couple. So it is now their time.
Okay.
For me,
I think it's been long we had
something like that. Ghana, Niger, the jollof beef and all that. You know, we have that vibe.
What Bernard did with Black.
Thank you. So it's their turn now. So for us, we are expecting them to drop the hottest. If not 2023, 2024, it should happen.
I see.
Yes.
So apart from this video of them being on the street, we did not see anything meaningful like that.
We've not seen anything with them in studio or it was just chilling, and then they were on the streets, and I saw Asake with a fire. Yes, that was it. But I love the combination. It was good. You could see, say, freely they had that vibe, and that is what it should go. Or we should encourage that. Yes. Okay. Between Ghana, Niger, Ghana, Togo, Ghana. You see, Togo for the year of BBM. Oh God.
Okay. Kojo, yes. What do you also see? Asake, Black Sherif link up. What do you see?
Yeah, they say success has many friends. And aside Blacko being a successful artist, people love him. There is an aura around him that attracts people. And a lot of musicians love him for his sound. And so I'm not surprised when he gets some of these connects. And if I know a lot of people, musicians out there will want to meet Blacko and have that vibe with him because of the love they have for him. Even when you put everything aside, people just love him for his persona. And so I'm not surprised for the connect. And yes, also, if you have a collaboration with Blacko now, you are certain that it's going to be a hit song or a good song out there. So when you want, and that ghetto kind of life on top of the car, moving through the slums and all of that, it is not easy to have such a feeling and to go into another man's land and get that reception,
that kind of vibe.
Exactly. You need it. It's one of a lifetime that any artist will want to experience. Yeah. So I want to believe, yes, all these things put together, and maybe they have some backdoor connections or relationship that we may not know. You can be on the same level, but hey, we are not friends. We are doing our things separately. We can't roll together, but to have that meaning, they have some connection or they have a bond that anytime we find ourselves in the same locality, then we have to link up and make the people know. I want to believe
there will be a song, because musicians don't just meet. At times, they don't just meet like that. They just have. Maybe they wouldn't show you, but it will be in the chambers. And when the vibe is positive, yes, we can get a song coming out of that. So maybe we should expect a song coming. If it doesn't come too far, it's not too much of a bigger problem, because they are all doing well in their own perspective. So it's a good link up. Asake is also a big artist all over the world now, and Blacko is also the same. So if they want to give us a song, we will be happy. We'll be glad.
So I'm just thinking about something that, okay, Asake and Black Sherif really had time, sat on top of an open vehicle, drove around Nima, and just did something. So how about if Black Sherif, knowing Asake's influence, had said, okay, instead of this time sitting on cars and driving around Nima and making noise, let's go to say Sweet Children's Home. Let's the money that we were spreading to the people on the street, buy something and do some official thing. I'm thinking too much.
Yes.
I'm thinking too serious.
You are thinking too much.
I'm thinking too serious.
You are taking it too far.
Because those things comes as the feeling to go and give. You need to feel.
No, but they were giving them.
Of course, and the people also need it.
Yes, they need
The
it.
Bible even says the poor will always be with us. The orphans and all of the widows, they will continue to be with us. Those people also needed the money. So yes, and it is more relative to their business. Blacko may want to donate to the orphanage, but wouldn't show it. Maybe he would do it secretly.
Okay.
But this one also helped their business, because the talkabilities and the way the fans will love you. If a fan pick $100 note or a $10 note from you, and that thing helps him or her to solve a need, there is something that the fan can also retaliate. So they don't just do it. They know why they do such things. And I want to believe it wouldn't be just mere chilling. You remember I saw this Kim Paluta posting a picture with Shatawale. When Shatta just went to Kumasi. And you know what that means. You know what that means. It's just going to cool off. But hey, when they meet and the vibe is right, the music will be birthed. So I want to believe they will give us something.
Okay, so Kojo, still on you. Keep the mic and let me ask you this. This Christmas season in Ghana has seen so many world celebrities coming to town. World figures coming to town.
Huge.
What are some of the benefits for our industry with all these guys here? In fact, as we talk, Dave Chappelle is even in town. Some people are even speculating that a certain Kanye is in town. I've seen speculations like that. We are yet to confirm. I saw Steph London big ass just some nights ago. Big ass. So like all the big boys, like big names in the world show business, they are here. What are the benefits our industry going to get from all these guys being in town? Look at them. Like it's serious.
That's Dave, right?
Yeah, that's Dave Chappelle.
Huge.
A lot that we are benefiting
because
from.
I've been thinking then for so I be the videos then that would be fine.
A lot we are benefiting from, and if for nothing, the MPP government, if we would chastise them for all the other wrong reasons, this is one initiative that I always say everywhere that I get the opportunity, that is very, very laudable, that is highly commendable. That is the year of return. That message has really traveled to the world. And now Ghana is becoming the hub for leisure. If you are in the diaspora and you want to visit Africa, Ghana is now in center stage that people look out for. We have countries like Rwanda spending millions of dollars promoting themselves. You see Asna and they boldly visit Rwanda. They are putting in cash. But Ghana, with this year of return, we are everywhere. And so the economic benefits it's so clear that we are benefiting from it. Even the people coming in, we all know they are our hotels and all of that. They come here and spend good money. So it is foreign exchange coming into Ghana.
Okay.
Events that are coming in here, yes, people who are employed to work, it is money coming into Ghana. Most of our artists are being built, and it is money coming into Ghana. My problem is agenda. And that is where we always fail. We create good platforms that can transform our systems, but we fail to set good agendas. I asked a question that we have the Afro Cellas, we have the Afro Nation. Why don't we have a show or that concert that is strictly Ghanaian arts for the creative in that magnitude of the Afro Nation and the Afro Cella, so that one day will be set aside where we can exhibit our language, our food, our clothing, our dances. Then in the evening, we crown it with a mega concert, 100% Ghanaian concert. Where it is championed by the ministry, and so even if we are not spending the government's money, we have sponsors, we have corporate people who will sponsor, because this is a government sanctioned event. That should be the way, because all these people coming, you have set a platform for all these people to come in. And they come in and they don't take anything from your people to them away. They don't take anything from us away. Now check the biggest event. Salute to organizers of Afro Nation, organizers of Afro Cella. Because as we speak, when we're talking about December, they are the topmost two events that bring people in here. And one thing that I find it so hard to accept is, you see that the ministry, their focus is more on tourism, leaving the creative arts. If you want to go into the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts, the creative art is a bit silenced. And I want to bet them that all these people coming in, it is not for any tourist sites. They are coming
but they still go to
most of them are coming for
they still go to the Cape Coast
They
Castle.
still go there.
Yeah.
They should give us
they go
data.
to the Cape Coast Castle still.
They should give us data. You see, they complain about all these tourist sites. Go there and even check their state maintenance. And so since 2019, they should give us data up to the sites that people are visiting the most. If it is about the Kakum National Park or the Real Waterfalls or wherever, they should give us those details. That okay, out of 2019, 5,000 people visited Ghana, and this place was the hotspot. A lot of people visited maybe the Kakum National Park, so that we know where we channel our energies to. But all these details are not given. And I want to bet you, it is the Afro Challenge and the artists that are on the bill that drives them in. So you realize the creative arts are putting in more, but they don't focus on us. They are using us as a bait. And all this money, about 2019, they declared $3 billion revenue from tourism and people trooping in here. And what are we benefiting directly? Apart from our people getting employment, our artists getting booked for stage and sound production, what are we getting as a major factor? We lack venues. We lack auditorium that can host good shows. And so we expect that when some of these things are done, we need to get the benefit from it. And that has always failed us. You realize, ever since Ghana qualified for the World Cup, we've played 4 tournaments. And still, we all know that whenever we make an appearance for just qualifying, we get millions of dollars. And still we are playing on kwabo pitches. When you look at the pitches we are playing top flight football on. So you ask yourself, why? This is money that is coming in because of football. And we can't spend it on football. So if the creative economy is generating income, why are we not spending on that economy? Okay. We know the money that the budget that is set for education, for roads, for health, for agriculture and all of that. What money comes to the tourism and the creative arts economy? And some of them, when you even spend in roads, you are not getting the direct benefit like that. It is indirect. We are all using it for our business. But this one, you know that, okay, this year, the budget for the December in GH is, let's say, $1 million. You know, after, you are getting about $5 million. So this is quick returns. So why are they not investing, giving us the auditoriums that we need? So it is benefiting us already, the talkabilities over the world. Yeah. People talking about Ghana, all these people with huge following, when they come and even take a video of themselves and post, they are already flying Ghana to the world. And so we are benefiting. But one thing that the Ghanaian always lack is to set a good agenda, be deliberate about it. We can stage a show that will be bigger than Afrochella and Afro Nation, because this is talking about the government, the nation doing it with all the power. It is our platform. Else we are setting the table for people to come and eat. Check Afro Nation, check the billing. A lot of foreign acts. Same with Afrochella, a lot of foreign acts.
But that's Afro Nation.
A lot of foreign acts. So you can't blame them. It is business.
Okay.
So the fact, if you listen, I say check. Forget about whatever I'm coming to say. I say check the bill. It is a lot of African foreign acts.
Okay.
So the agenda is that you are pulling them here. You are pulling the people here. So what is for you? If they have another show that deliberately is billing only Ghanaian artists, that will be the agenda. So when the people patronize it, yes, they are selling the Ghanaian culture in terms of our language, our food and everything. So for the benefit we are enjoying. And it's like the authorities, they are doing it for themselves, but not really for the creative economy. Until we see that deliberate effort, they are just doing it. They know that it is bringing money into the economy, and they can channel that money into other ventures, but not specifically for the creatives.
Okay, yes, take over, Kobe. Let me also ask what the benefits will be for our industry now that all these world stars are in Ghana.
I have these few points I want to.
Okay, go ahead.
One, venues. I think my brother touched on it. We do not have the venues. We don't have venues at all, because I was at Rapaholic.
Okay.
And I think before Rapaholic there was another show.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Sammy
or the Beam.
Yeah, it was Stone Boys show.
You see.
Oh, Sammy also happened before.
Yeah, Sammy happened. Sammy happened on 24th.
Okay.
No, so Sammy happened on 23rd.
No, Stone Boys own was 23rd. Sammy was 24th,
and then Rapaholic. The same place. The same place. I don't know why, but we have the Bukum Arena. But I'm hearing because of some saints around, people don't want to go there. But Manifest was able to host this over.
No, but a setting like Rapaholic, it won't fit for Bukum Arena.
But why?
But listen to what they are looking for. They are looking for some group of people who might think that place will be some way.
Fine, but they can brand the whole
everybody. It is not everyone who go there. I'm telling you.
Yes, but it depends on how you market.
Yes.
So to him, how he's marketing it is what fits the venue.
I have a show with them.
Yes.
So you can market whatever. And I won't come.
Yeah.
we do not have
some people stadium, no matter what you do to them, stadium show they won't come.
They will come. Yes.
It's true. They won't come. They are out.
It's true. It's true. Okay, fine. But the main problem is we need more venues. Over the years, I think how do you call it? The return, the year of return. Okay. And then now it is beyond the return, right? It's one of the biggest initiative this government has ever made.
Yeah.
Abua country no papa.
That's very true.
Over the last 2 years, Abua. Yeah, fine. But then what structures and measures did they put in place before doing that?
Okay.
They used Sarkodie as an ambassador, 2019. Fine. And then who else? I think a couple of people. Yeah. Fine. Then that was all. They shared the money. That was all. I had it in that you said they made over 3 billion, right? So where did those money? Where did they go? Where did the money enter? We need venues. We need venues. These people are coming. We need venues. We don't need the whole thing is no.
Yeah, building the National Cathedral. You guys are saying no.
Come on. We shouldn't stage this whole thing in Accra. See, this whole Christmas was just in Accra. Yeah. The only other place I had was Tadi. And in Accra, no, it was the normal. It was the normal Ghanaians who went there. I didn't see any diaspora people.
In fact, that thing there's a problem. The agenda we are not setting with this.
There was really a Riala concert. Sammy attended.
Yeah.
How many diaspora people went there? How many bloggers went there? All our top bloggers. Nobody went there.
But did they invite them?
They did not invite them.
It is not easy going to WA.
Okay.
So if someone really wants you to come to WA,
they should make you come.
It should be a deliberate attempt, like Kojo said. Call Sammy Flex. Sammy Flex, we want you to come to WA with your team.
You will pack today
and show us how we should come.
So you people have built yourself. Fine.
Oh, of course. No, it is what it is.
No, that's how the arrangement is.
Yeah, I know.
No blogger can just get up and go to WA.
Okay.
Unless there is a special interest for that blogger too.
Exactly.
Fine.
But if the idea is just to come and cover your program alone for people to see,
it should be deliberate.
Yeah.
But even though she didn't invite, or let's say she didn't invite, there are videos circulating online on her platforms and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't see the bloggers sharing for her.
It is subjective.
Advise her well. Advise her.
Riala, please. Put your
Be
bloggers
deliberate
on.
about it.
Put your influencers on.
Because you go out there and make your money.
Yeah.
You go playing
these Caribbean shows and all that. If
be money,
she makes
money. Money she they take.
Yeah.
So if you come spending promotion.
Yeah.
At times they sit back and feel like artists who are getting the talkabilities are doing nothing. You don't know what they are doing in the back. You think people just wake up and be sharing people's content.
I've seen some people fighting.
Just like that.
I've seen some people fighting me on Facebook. Why are you talking about Shatawale alone? Talk about the others.
Exactly. You sit there. And
what do you want me to say about the others?
It's just by accident. So do things right.
One thing the whole industry and the Ministry of Tourism has to know is the diaspora, they've seen it all over there. They have seen it all.
Yeah.
So they are going to come back. They are going to keep coming back all the time, every year.
In fact, now, if we are going to do our things right, Christmas will be even boring for them there. Because Christmas is too cold for them there.
Yeah.
I was just talking to one gentleman who just came from America. And he just told me that, Charlie, when he came here, the weather is hot, but he likes it like that. He likes it hot because it is better than the snow. That's what he told me. He said, he likes it hot because it is better than the snow. So they will keep coming because every Christmas it is snowing in America or abroad in the West. It's so cold.
It is better than the snow.
In the
one thing that is
and I can't stop a snow though.
One other thing
stop a snow
with this whole festival,
easy.
The only person I have seen going like Wako down to your tourist sites Michael Blackson.
Yeah.
Or Elmina Castle. Onope.
But I said no crown, so it was an agenda. Okoye na de wa guna saban me say bia.
No, but Wako, still Wako.
Well,
Fanny say you ono apo.
I think I also saw is it Jidena?
Yeah, Jidena also came.
He went to Treasure Island.
So many people have visited so many places.
But then those places, no. Ministry, then a ministry need to go the whole nation will say, make me. They are not projecting the site. when you get to the airport, you should see our sites like labeled. Be labeled. See how. Oh, when you go to the east side, we have this. When you go to the west side, we have this over there. Yeah. And I heard they said they are expecting 100,000 diasporas to pull it. And definitely, when McMill is coming, he's coming with a team.
Of course.
So we are looking at 200,000, 300,000 people here. And it's just Apocalypse Club, Lumba Club, front and back. Here, that's all. Afro Nation, they are done. Twist, and they are done. So I said, we inform on your sites, in that ministry, I don't know what they are doing. But then after the whole thing, next month they'll come and give us estimated.
Oh yes.
In Kofu say by we made this, we made that, and everything will lie. That's
all. For the different.
People have already chopped.
You see, let me tell you something. I think one of these flights, I think Kenyan Airways or something like that. When we sat in it, they had a history about Kenya, their tourist sites, and that day, within the 6 hours or so that I stayed in the plane, the things I got to know about Kenya, it was so beautiful. If imagine I was going to land in Kenya, like I'm sure all the things I read, I would love to do see them. Now the country, we don't even have an aircraft working for us. So imagine,
much less an airline.
If we had one, all this will be coming to Ghana. Like that is what they'll be using, because sometimes when you are going to a country, it is best to use their airlines. So they'll be in it, and whilst you are there, visit Ghana tourism. Then we can break it down. Elmina Castle, Kakum National Park, Abri Gardens. With
visuals. After we see na
Tisa tourism Sikano, if they really want to make money from tourism, they should invest in an airline. That thing, they shouldn't joke with it. If Ghana really wants to make money from tourism, all these loans that they are taking, they should take these loans, invest in airlines,
and make venues,
manage it well, and make money. We will see it. That is when we see tourism. All these South Africa, Kenya, and all those countries growing in tourism, it is because their airlines play a role. Their airlines play a role. Now talk about Dubai. Which airline will you talk about? You talk about Emirates. They don't get it. They don't get
Africa
it. Tourism, to grow a tourism in your country, one thing that can help you grow it easily is an airline.
But we are not safe. We are not safe. We are safe.
Yeah, the air restaurant.
Okay, young point.
If for the next 5 years, they will keep you on a club. When they come here, they don't make clubs, pubs. This is the aspire thing we've been doing. It will die.
Or it won't die. We will impregnate them.
Okay.
you keep the generation.
You do cross validation.
They will give birth. Those people to come.
Let's wrap up. Our time is up.
As I mean, for the benefits there, yes, we will benefit. Like we are benefiting, but it is not as huge as we would have wished, or other people would have been able to tap in. Because sometimes it is so sad when even I not long ago when they announced Dave Chappelle's arrival in Ghana.
Okay.
I saw so many of our comedians
looking for opportunities. To
I saw it. At least have some form of connection with the man, and you can clearly see that even that flyer that was even announced for his arrival and everything was taken off online.
Yeah, it was taken off.
I felt very sad. I had to, I'm very close.
It was taken off online.
Oh, it was taken off. It was taken off.
Why?
With the details and everything was taken off.
Why?
And the communique that came afterwards was that it is a private meet and greet. And I asked myself, okay, so what is really the essence of bringing such a person into your country? Because I believe that the trade that he plies is what you would want to tap into.
Yeah.
And come on, the comedians in Ghana cannot even be compared to even the actors in Ghana. These are you can just count about 20, 30 of them. And that's it. So how difficult is it to connect some of these people through to people like this? You never know what would come out of it. You never know you will be having the next Dave Chappelle from Ghana.
That's true.
And we tend to selfishly sometimes we create avenues for ourselves and we also destroy it. We help destroy it. We've been able to create make the place so interesting that Afro Nation wants to whenever they want to host their event in Africa, they choose Ghana. They came to Ghana in 2019. After COVID, they never went anywhere again, but came back to Ghana. We should tell you that yes, we've been able to create that conducive environment for them to come again. How are we tapping into it? Is it only how are we even training our personnel even in that line? Is it always that you go to some of these events and you realize that the top production spots is all occupied by these people? How are they training our people? How is the connection? So will we continue to serve only at the minor side? When it comes to the Mpuntu Newman, the carrying and hitting and doing this thing, that is when you find us. But when it comes to the places where we have to think, sit at the high table and think, sit behind the huge machines and control affairs, you go to the high production room and they are all white. And they are all people from the diaspora. But when it comes to, hey, climb this, when you can fall, you see Kojo King there.
Our people do look back. You see our people climbing.
Other people there. And sometimes it is sad. We create avenues for some of these top people to come, and we know there are some key people in the industry that needs to be at these places.
But you don't see them.
But you will not see them because Kojo King has taken the opportunity and is now selling. Yes,
and
because that opportunity has now become a cocoa season for
somebody's cash cow.
Yes, meanwhile, looking at the bigger picture will not benefit anybody. At the end of the day, would kill whatever we are even trying to build. See, beyond the return, a year of return, beyond the return, destination Ghana. Now, December in GH. We've come far. This is the 4th initiative that year of return has been able to birth. Or should I say 3rd under that umbrella. And so far, if we can't count the number of people who have been able to become successful and huge that we can boast of, then when are we waiting for? The 10th or the 20th? And how will that effect be? If up to the 3rd or 4th, we now, who can we boast and say that out of the year of return, we've been able to build this personality out? Or we've been able to
use the platform
to
create this particular agenda.
Look, talk of musicians, it has always been them being built and come out like that. They are built to perform, they go there, that's all. After the show, everything is done. Have we been able to hear a certain collaboration? Oh, it was through this platform that when I climbed, I was able to fraternize with this person, and out of that, we had this collaboration before. Have we had any such thing? No. When you talk about even the people visiting this tourist site, that is also another conversation for another day. Because yes, we want to make Ghana a tourism destination country. Fair enough, these people come. What is that conscious effort that we would want to say, okay, aside, some people, some of these personalities usually come on their own.
Yeah.
And they don't come even because there is an invitation or something.
No, they are coming for holidays.
They are coming for holidays.
And someone has mentioned Ghana.
What are the conscious efforts that the ministry or we as a people are making in order, yes, we know they are coming for their holidays, but how can we also tap into whatever shine that they are bringing, aside the hard currency that they are bringing? What are the things that we will do? Yes, we've done so many things. We've been able to, yes, at least the mere agenda of making this place viable, making this place interesting for them to also think about even coming here in the first place is a huge effort that we all need to commend ourselves. Even we as a people, Crown, I think we've been able to do so well, because I believe that, yes, we know Ghana is very, very hospitable, and so far we've proven that, which is why you should see the reception that whenever these people come, we give them. We've been able to create that international appeal that everybody would want to visit Ghana. But I believe that, yes, just like any other thing, there's still more that we can do. And the earlier that we start doing this, the better for everybody.
Okay, thank you so much, Roland Amate. Thank you, MC Kobe, and thank you, Kojo King. We are still waiting for Kojo King to release his song, and we want to remind him finally before he leaves here so he doesn't forget. And also to Kobe, Kobe is available to host your shows. Roland is also available to publicize your event for you. So look for us and let's do it together. Let's build it together. That is what we are doing. So, December in GH. It is not over until it is over. This Friday, we will be going to the Independence Square for Vic Mesa. And you see, that particular agenda, for instance, I think I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I see it to be a governmental agenda.
Exactly.
I see it to be a Ghanaian agenda. Because the guys came first, went to Parliament. No, it was rather Flagstaff House. Yes, they went to the presidency, had some negotiations with them, and now they came back for a concert.
Exactly.
This is what we need to be seeing.
And it is not only with the concert. They've had so many activities, even prior to this concert.
Last night they did.
Yes, they did a meet and greet with Instagram in connection with Afrochella and all that.
Exactly.
And Dave Chappelle is supposed to meet, I think, some of the students, School of Performing Arts. Yes, in Legon. And those stuff to be able to impact whatever he has with them.
That is what we want.
This is what we call agenda.
They're too slow.
That is what we want. Let's push more. Thank you guys so much to Digital Rasta, Currency on camera, Richie Flex, who is the editor director of the show, Emmanuel Fowi Lapiji, producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, who is our creative director. We'll meet again tomorrow at 7 p.m. with Showbiz Daily. But other videos will be flying here on this channel. Why don't you subscribe to us and tell others that the best showbiz content from Ghana is on Sammy Flex TV and nothing else. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We are out of here.